Good morning, Kim Joy. And this, now let me just get this entirely correct. Baking with Kim Joy, cute and creative bakes to make you smile.
Yeah.
And that it does, because it's just colourful, beautiful things. Exactly how you were on the bake-off. In fact, you must feel so proud of this.
Yeah, I'm so proud. I'm so excited. It's got my face on it. It's just...
It does have your face on it, yes.
Everything I
Although
wanted.
you've changed your hair since then.
I have, yeah. People told me to keep it the same, but I thought, no, I'll change it.
Absolutely. No, it's always worth a chase. It's such a lovely book, and so much has happened since this time last year on the bake-off. And how do you reflect now on your whole experience on one of the biggest shows on the telly?
It's so good that I did it. It's like the best thing I've ever done. I feel just proud of myself for having done it, and now I've done a book and it's got my face in it.
Exactly.
So.
A lot happens in that time. We talk about the new series. It starts next Tuesday, of course. What advice would you give that new batch of contestants?
So I remember when I went on and people would say to me, just be yourself. Yeah. And I don't know if that's really good, because I'm like, I am myself. How do I be myself? Am I not being myself? So I don't know. And then people say enjoy yourself as well, which is also quite
It can be difficult when you're under pressure, of course.
Yeah, because then you're like feeling a little bit stressed and you're thinking, oh, I need to enjoy myself.
And you feel vulnerable, don't you? You know, all eyes are on you, and yeah.
Definitely.
You feel the pressure.
Like, I cried. So I know how...
Not just because of Paul, though.
No.
It was the emotion of it all, but
yeah.
I think I would find him quite scary.
Yeah.
So, what is he like?
I mean, he's judging you on something that you're so passionate about. You know, I love baking, all the bakers love baking, and you just want to do really well. And it's kind of what he's got to do. He's got to give the judgment. But it's quite intimidating when he's coming over. But I think the fact that people have cried, I think it's a sign of strength, not actually of weakness. I think it's sometimes shown as a weakness, but actually that's people putting themselves in a place where they're feeling really vulnerable.
Yeah.
And to actually put themselves into that situation where they think, oh, I might cry if I get a bad comment or something, that's amazing, I think.
No, of course that. And it took a couple of years for you to actually apply, didn't it? And you kind of credit your partner with giving you the final little push of confidence. It wasn't that long ago you did a very candid interview about how really growing up, you described it really as severe social anxiety.
Yeah.
Which kicked in sort of in secondary school, more so than primary school, where you just find it difficult to converse and to talk with people.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a terrible time for a teenager. That's a tough period. How do you feel now looking back, and again, how far you've come? Here we are sitting on the telly.
Yeah, just have to like pinch myself a little bit, because I think, oh, I can't believe that was me years ago. Not talk, because I just used to not speak really at all. I was quite scared of the sound of my own voice. I was quite really scared of people judging me and how they perceive me. And I think that stays with me, so I still have that a little bit, but every year I see that fading a little bit. So when you look back, you can see, oh, like 3 years ago and now here. So I'm just looking forward to the future.
Absolutely, Well, anything's possible, isn't it?
Yeah.
And, you know, if there is anyone at home suffering in that kind of a way, what an inspiration it is to see you sitting here today and talking about how things are going for you. Because you were a mental health practitioner in a former life as such before this all happened. So it's something that you're passionate about.
Yeah, definitely. That's why I felt like I needed to talk about this, because I worked in mental health myself, and it just helps to have somebody talk about it, because not a lot of people talk about social anxiety in the public eye. So I thought I need to talk about it.
No, and you did it very well. Of course, Kim Joy. Well, you've brought some little treats with you, right? These, look how beautiful all of these are. It's just artwork. Have you ever had any disasters? Or is everything literally just a piece of cake for you?
So, I mean, I think what I do is I definitely have had disasters, but I filter it out of my brain. So I'm like, I'll just forget about that. So when people ask me, I'm like, But yeah, I mean, I had some disasters on the bake-off.
But you're very good, because if something happens or a meringue collapses or smashes into smithereens, you can twist that into something else that looks really beautiful. You're so talented with it.
Oh, thank you.
What inspires you? I mean, what gets you going?
So, I mean, one of the things is actually mistakes. Sometimes you make a mistake and you can turn that into a new idea.
Yeah.
So in the book, we did some meringues and they actually cracked. on the book shoot, and then thought, oh, how can we make that into something even better? So we've painted the cracks of gold, which is a technique called kintsugi or something like that.
I wouldn't know. I'm just going to be honest. I just eat them.
Just eat them.
It's
and they taste good either way.
Beautiful, beautiful book, and the pictures are really beautiful. I need a good picture in a cookbook so that I can try and recreate what it looks like.
Oh, yeah.
And the pictures are so beautiful. I don't know if I'll ever make it look like you do, but I can give it a good old stab. Thank you so much, Kim Joy. And it's just such a lovely book. And like you say, you're on the front of it. It's made your day, yes. Thank you so much.